Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Rhypi here. Welcome to Rhypi Talks. In this topic video, we're going to talk about being kind to others because, as you guys know, it's one of my best qualities besides being patient and honest. But the word kind of feels like it can be overused at times. That for me, I enjoy being kind just because you never know who's gonna have a bad day. Even if it's just a little smile or just saying hi can make a big difference to a lot of people's lives. That sometimes doing that hi makes them feel noticed and be like, okay, I do matter to someone a little bit, because I wouldn't have been able to hear that hi if I wasn't here, because there's some people that have dark thoughts whether it's because of the passing of a loved one or recent death in one of the animals or whatnot. But the important thing is, because you don't know what everyone's going through, that you should try to be as kind as you can, because I know there's going to be moments when you can't. And I'm sure some of you guys are discussing them in the preview chat or premiere chat, I should say, not preview. but regardless, that I want to be able to help you guys grow as much as I can, because that's just me, by staying kind. And yes, I play variety games, but that's because for me, I can't just stay in one game for too long. So, but I try to be kind no matter where I am. Even in World of Warcraft, when at the beginning, I remember when I first played it, that people would always do remarks to each other with gestures and stuff like that, because you couldn't talk to the other side because of the different dialects that are in each tribe. But for me, I'm just like I'm still gonna wave at you even if you try to be rude back, because that's just me. But I've had it sometimes, like you guys saw on streaming recently, that I ran into a group of 3 horde, waved to all 3 of them, and they waved back because they didn't expect someone to wave at them. You never know, maybe me waving at them appeared in a video on their end, who knows. But that's why being kind can have positive effects, whether it's helping each other grow, in our case in YouTube, or in the real world of being that you help someone that you didn't realize was a boss of the company that you're going for a job interview for, and that's what helps you get in because you was willing to help someone you didn't know. Or it could be that you see if you can pay for someone's groceries, and then a month later you find out that they was someone that had a lot of money, just didn't have it at that point. Even though I know that doesn't happen that often anymore, but still, you've seen it from time to time. But the important thing is within your limit of doing things, stay kind to people, even if it's just a smile, because as we know, a smile can go a long way in showing the kindness to others that we can all have. So with that in mind that there are times that you can't be too kind because of different things, but sometimes, like if you're in high school or middle school, sometimes some bullies just want someone to be kind to them, and that stops them from being a bully. I know that does not true for all bullies, unfortunately, but if as the phrase goes, kill it with kindness. That that sometimes that phrase is used just because of moments like that where you realize you just had a person that was so angry about something that happened to them in their past. Like for me, back in 3rd grade, I had a bully, and so I stand up to him being like, I don't like it anymore, or why are you bullying me? And we reconciled, and then next year he tried to bully other people, and then I tried to be kind to him back because I knew a lot of people was not liking him, and then he at first resented me because at that point in time his only family that he had that he really knew up to that point passed on, so he's like, you don't want to understand, you still have your mom. Yeah, that's how he was feeling at that point. That for a week I tried to keep encouraging him / cheering him up as best as I can, and I was like, I know I don't have the same experience, but I still want to try to cheer you up. And eventually got through, and even though I don't talk to him that much anymore, just because since the elementary, we was in different middle schools, and we was only in the same middle school due to the thing that happened at my hometown for 1 year. And then in high school I saw him for 1 year, and then I think he got sent into a different high school because he had to be transferred to another location, or one of his other family members picked him up. I forget the situation, but I also haven't talked to him since then, just because at that point YouTube and Facebook was not a thing of being able to talk to everyone, and for me I only had Facebook once I was a sophomore. So because my parents didn't want me to have one when I was in middle school, but because technically you're supposed to be over 13 before you can get one, and I never asked until I was when I was becoming section leader of having my first phone, because I realized I needed to contact people, or when I became part of the National Honor Society, I needed a phone to organize different events that I was trying to get credit for service hours and stuff like that. So a lot of things I know that I don't have the same experience as everyone when it comes to different things, but it doesn't mean that I can't be kind to others. Because once you stop being kind, that's when some people stop looking at you or look the other way, and they're like, fine, then be like that. But the more kind you are, more likely you're gonna have people that likes being able to talk to you, or you're able to be that person to vent and stuff like that, because you can see they are having a bad day, and sometimes all it takes to be kind is to have it where you listen to people's stories as well. Just depends on what's going on. But it's just one of those interesting things, to say the least. Sorry if the clicking was there and on the recording, because I had to turn off my notifications because it was starting to be a lot, and I keep forgetting to turn it off before I do these videos. But even though I will respond to those in a little bit, but right now I'm trying to make the video for you guys. Don't want it to feel like y'all keep hearing it in the background. But being kind is, yes, I know, can be a double-edged sword, because not everyone will be kind back. And me, I'm the kind of person that doesn't bother me. Younger me maybe was a little worried about it, because I'm like, why should I do it? Be kind to them. I've had days where I was sick against myself when I was younger, but my ideology of being kind remained true no matter what. Yes, I know that not everyone will appreciate the kindness, but that's them and you're you. That you have to choose what you want to do. But all in all, this important big thing to stay kind, because even me as a tutor / teacher, that I know there are some teachers that aren't kind, and some respect them just as much as someone who's a teacher who's kind. But I've had it because I'm kind. When there's a fight that's about to happen at my school, I'm able to step in between them and not have to worry about getting hit sometimes. Or when I'm trying to separate without using my hands, because I'm not supposed to pull them and stuff like that, students pull them for me. Maybe because they know that I'm just trying to get them out of the situation. But because of that, there's also students who know who I am, that they try to block me from going in there because they want the fight to happen. So it's a double-edged sword, because some want you to go in there right away because they want you to be able to stop it, but some, they don't want you to stop it because they know that that's what you're gonna do. That, especially since I was at a big campus this past year. But all in all, as much as you can, that kindness go a long way. And that's like how, for those of us that support each other by connecting or subscribing to each other, that's a form of kindness, because we're all trying to grow our channels as best as we can. Yes, I know this one doesn't have that much, but on Rhypi Gaming, currently I just recently hit 350 subs, so I'm proud of that. That's only because I've been able to support everyone and people support me back. I know some of you guys enjoy any of the videos I put out for you guys, and so know some of you guys only enjoy some of them, and that's okay too. I know that at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep trying to share my kindness, even if sometimes I can only do so many a day because of how busy I am. But all in all, that where we just need to be kind and make the world better, as the song goes sometimes, to make the world a better place. But that even when we don't know the full languages, like for me, sometimes in Spanish speaking chats, because I like trying to just listen to see what I pick up, but other times just me saying hi, hola, sabe, depending on which chats I'm in, and the streamer knows I'm there, even if they can't fully communicate with me right away, because they're focused on saying things in Spanish that sometimes they don't always switch to English right away, and that's okay with me. I'm just there to provide another support. Like, I also, when I can, I stop by to people I know who speak Japanese every once in a while when I can, but it just depends on what's going on. And that we try to support each other regardless of the language barrier that some of us may have. Why am I repeating some words? It happens with me when I'm thinking faster than I'm talking. But with kindness, there's other phrases that we can think of, other keywords that connect back to this. And in the comments below, feel free to talk about those ways that you've been kind to others and how it's been beneficial for you because you was kind to that person, or kind to that family, or kind to that neighbor, or kind to that random stranger. So, but all in all, as long as we stay kind, we can have it where life is enjoyable. That there's gonna be days when it's tough, and depending on what you hear in the news, or when you find out news of yourself and you're not sure if you're gonna share it right away or not. But and that's why for me, as a teacher / tutor, it's one of the things I enjoy, as well, is being able to be like, okay, I enjoy being able to do this. That what will it take to continue trying to support this person? That sometimes the answer for tutoring is continue tutoring them. Sometimes it's me being like, okay, I've showed you what I can do and do for you. I need you to actually try. And some, you have to give them the tough love of being like, I know you can do this. I'm not going to help you on this next one at all. Read the notes and go from there. And even when you say that, you will have some resentment at first, because not everyone wants to admit that they can do it on their own, no matter what we talk about. But there's going to be times when it's going to be rough too, because you'll have some that lash out at you. Like for me, I had it one time that someone's like lashed at me. It's like, I don't understand any of this, and start cussing and stuff like that. And I'm like, you may not understand it now, but you gotta give yourself time. That things don't just happen overnight. For some of us, it does. But some of us, it takes us repetition to understand it. And that, I know him, he got upset because for 2 months he could not understand the process of dividing fractions. Even though his class was already well past it, but he couldn't get out of that topic. And so I had to continue trying to help him in different ways. And even me and a couple of tutors, we kept switching it off who was tutoring him, because we wanted to make sure that he heard it from different ways, because sometimes hearing things from different perspectives helps too. And we was all being kind as well. That I remember one time he almost tried to push me out of the chair because he got so upset. And I'm like, are you really gonna do that? And he stopped it because he realized what he was about to do, and got upset and left the tutoring lab. Came back about 5 minutes later and apologized, but was still upset that he even thought about pushing me. But that's the power of kindness too, is make people feel bad when they do angry thoughts towards you. And sometimes people don't realize what they messed up on. That like right now I have the choice of forgiving someone, forgetting that they've done it too, or other things, and I can say on that scale that I can't just forgive and forget, because not always easy to say that. But as long as you're kind to others, hopefully you don't have to worry about that too often. Just remember that a smile goes a long way, helping others go a long way, no matter this situation. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Rhypi Talks, of being kind to others. I've been Rhypi, of course, And until next time, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this video, or watching one of my other videos, or reading any of my community posts. And just right when the timer went off. So, but all in all, just remember, you guys got this. See you guys next time. Peace.